The Democratic Alliance in the Eastern Cape says it has no plans to surrender its elected mayor in Nelson Mandela Bay. Cooperative Governance MEC Xolile Nqatha has declared the election of the mayor unlawful. The council elected Nqaba Bhanga as the mayor of Nelson Mandela Bay the same day the speaker was forcibly removed. Joining us now is the new mayor at Nqaba Bhanga, and we're hoping that we are going to speak to the cooperative governance in the Eastern Cape. They are refusing to go head to head, so we'll give them each a chance. Let's start with you, Mr. Mayor. Why won't you vacate office? Your election has been declared unlawful.
Xoli, thank you very much. The first thing you must understand that there were two court orders from the Grahamstown High Court and the Nelson Mandela Court to make the speaker elect a mayor on that day. And what happened, Xoli, is that the speaker, with her bodyguards, reported as if she was hijacked.
So she was moved by her bodyguards from her seat?
Yes, by her bodyguards, because the intention, the first sprayed tear gas the ANC in the Feather Market Hall, and then the speaker and her bodyguards reported as if she was being hijacked.
What were the bodyguards?
When she walked to her car, she was...
Mr. Bhanga, what were the bodyguards doing inside the chambers?
It's unbelievable. I've never seen in a democracy, because they wanted to create and project a chaos that the speaker had no way to continue with the meeting because she was hijacked out of the meeting. They were carrying serious guns, intimidating all of us. We couldn't believe this, including Andile Lungisa's bodyguard, by the way. And this was an act from the ANC benches to try and disrupt this meeting. Only there is a recording from this, which we are going to send to media, the entire recording of the proceedings. Yeah. And also there's the one that we have just released now. Now, the city manager presided over this meeting. The city manager seeked legal opinion, which is going to be released by also today, which said this meeting, even when the speaker left, she left, and then when she realized that the meeting is about to continue, she connected on Zoom and said, I officially adjourned the meeting without checking the quorum first, whether there is a quorum.
Mr.
And
Bhanga,
she was saying she's in hospital. It was an act of trying to disrupt.
Mr. Bhanga, it's, what you're describing, I can't stop laughing because it really sounds like it was a circus that day. But it is important because the people of Nelson Mandela Bay expect a leadership in that municipality that is going to carry their hopes forward, service delivery, you name it. The important thing here, Mr. Bhanga, is that what you're describing was clearly a chaotic meeting. Therefore, how could you justify staying on as a mayor when you had such a discredited meeting?
Yes. Then the city manager came back when the speaker left, consulted with the senior council. The senior council said, no, this meeting was not adjourned. Therefore, the city manager, as per the Municipal Systems Act, has a responsibility to preside over the meeting. And the city manager took his seat as by law. The Municipal Systems Act prescribed that the city manager preside over an election of a speaker, no discussion. He must sit there. He did that. We nominated Councillor Marian Daniels as the speaker, and he was seconded. The city manager, as was doing this work, then get an SMS saying, if you continue with this meeting, we are going to kill your children and your family. Recuse yourself. If you're not, we're going to recuse your family. The city manager, in this recording, we're going to give you, state to us that councillors, this have reached another level. Whatever is going to happen to me, it will work in the conscience of this individual. What is going to happen is that any person who threatens my family, I'm not going to take a decision here. Councillors, we have taken a decision. I give over to you to take a decision as I've given a legal advice. Then we proceeded, because we've elected already a speaker, we recused the city manager because a message came saying, your family will be killed. We said, go and look after your family because the job you have done in terms of us electing a speaker. You have a video with his wording and secondment that were forwarded to you. It's there, it's evidence. But the MEC have tended to ignore this because this was planned in Redestin on Wednesday by the ANC people, including some ministers who were involved in this, to find ways of disrupting the meeting. We are working with Redestin to go and draw those videos as we speak right now.
All right, Mr. Mayor, you have or you preside over a municipality that has once again had lockdown restrictions sort of tightened because of the pandemic that we currently face. How do you hope to bring about sensibility in that municipality whilst at the same time making sure that residents get service delivery? I guess simply what I'm asking you is, how do you hope to pass budgets in that municipality when you clearly have a chaotic council? I'm thinking political parties here may not necessarily be willing to participate. How do you hope to have your meetings quorate in order to pass these budgets?
Probably let me inform you, all opposition parties are disgusted about what happened, and they've rejected the ANC and MNC's attempt to declare that meeting null and vote. All, I'm telling you about, like, all political parties.
Well, the UDM tells us that they abstained. The UDM tells us that they abstained from voting.
They abstained in voting. But I'm saying all political parties were said the election were legitimate. I have enough support from parties who are supporting this cause. We have more than 61 parties who are behind this government. That's why we could make a quorum. There were 65 councillors involved. I'm discussing with political parties as I'm speaking throughout to make sure that we finalize the government. I'm sure by the end of this weekend, that will have been finalized. I'm 95%. It's only two parties who are still discussing this. We will pass the budget, let me promise you, because people here want stability. People here want services. People here want to make sure that there's peace and stability, not this violence of political killings. And they have hope in this new government that we're going to do things right.
All right, Nqaba Bhanga, newly elected mayor of the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro. And let me tell you that at the top of 10 o'clock, we are going to try and speak to the Cooperative Governance office in the Eastern Cape that is headed by MEC Xolile Nqatha. He's the man who wrote a letter saying that your election, Nqaba Bhanga, is null and void. So we're going to have that conversation just after 10 o'clock. It's 2 minutes to the top of the hour. Let's take a short breather and we're going to come back with fresh headlines.